Welcome back, everybody, to the Dynamic Duo podcast. I'm Coach Gabe,
And I'm Isnator 3000.
and we are here for season 2
Yep.
of our podcast. Thank you for listening to season 1. If you haven't yet, and this is your first episode, you can go back on Spotify and YouTube and listen to those and watch those videos.
Yes.
And get caught up with who we are and what we're about. We're about cheerleading. We're about NA competitive cheer. And if you would like to talk about all-star cheer or high school cheer or anything cheer and it's relating to you, tumbling, anything like that, that's what we're here for also. But we're mainly here for NA cheer and then trying to branch out into the cheer community. Yes.
Yes.
We are here in Sierra Vista Elite's Prescott's Gym. That is our team name that we are established with. And we have Dynamic Duo. That is our Instagram, YouTube,
TikTok.
That's where you can find us. So the dynamic duo is where you can find all of our content. We have videos um, of what we do with athletes that we have, and we are going to get into instructional videos, coaching videos, just stuff like that. So you can enjoy those also.
Yes.
So let's get started. Where do we end last time? We are going to Pinnacle. We have not been doing podcasts for like
a while. We kind of took a break.
a big break. We're going to talk
Yes.
about that today. So we ended up when we were going to go to Pinnacle. We got off of Utah Jamz, and we are going to go to Pinnacle for Jamz. And let's talk about that. How did that go? How did that feel getting ready? And what did we do with that?
Yeah.
So we took 8 teams down to Pinnacle.
Yes.
6 of them were our elite teams, and 2 of them were our mid-season starter out teams. And they did pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our mid-season teams did pretty good.
Yes. It was their first competition and only competition. So it was really awesome to see.
Yeah, they had a showcase before and then they went to Pinnacle to end the season.
Yep.
I think they did pretty good.
I think so. They looked like they had so much fun. They were performing, smiling. They had a good time. You could definitely tell.
Yeah. And the time that they had to prepare for an entire 2.5-minute routine, that was impressive.
Yes.
So they did really good with that. The timing and the just their work ethic as little, they're younger and just starting out. It was great to see. That was a good progression to see them from the start to the finish, and I feel like they did amazing.
I agree.
So we took our level 1s, 2s, and 3 teams. So we had some success at that. We had some first place, we had some level champs, and we had some grand champions. We had some that were placing, not as high as we wanted to or not, but that wasn't that's not all it is, right?
Yeah.
It's about getting there, getting your routine down, and having those ups and downs and figuring it out. Because it was a 2-day comp. So one of our teams, Blaze, they took grand champions.
Yeah.
How about that?
That was really awesome.
That was really awesome. We coach that team.
Yes.
Izzy junior coaches it, and I head coach it, alongside Crystal, who also coaches. And to see that routine from the start, right? Writing it on paper, 8-count track. We had that vision at the very beginning of the season, right? We started working it early. And I feel like they did they had their ups and downs throughout the season.
Definitely.
But
they all came together at the end, and it was very successful to see, and it was awesome.
Yeah, and that routine was almost the same. Here and there, we changed it just a tad, right, all season. And they finally hit it like it was meant to be on paper, and that's a good feeling as a coach because you have this vision of what you want and what stunts, and if you meet the criteria of the scoring, right,
sure.
and how high we could score with each stunt, and that's what we want to do. And I feel like we took them to the highest that they can go last season.
Definitely.
And they came together.
Yeah, and they didn't just hit 0. They performed really hard, and their technique was really strong. And overall, as a routine, it was really great. So it was good to see.
Yeah, they hit double zeros, so 2 zeros.
Yes.
First time. That was great to see. They took first place with a really high score, 95, and then they a high 95, and then they took their level, so level 1 champions, and then we sat back because every level gets to wait to see who gets grand,
Yep.
and you don't know anybody else's score. And then another one of our teams took level champ, which is level 2, which is Coach Raul's team, Royalty. They took level 2 champions, and so there was 2 other levels, level 3 and level 4, that we were waiting with backstage.
Yeah.
And we didn't know who it was, and we were just excited to be there. Yeah. And
Yes.
when they called Blaze, holy cow, that was an amazing feeling, because that's something that you want to end the season with. Of course, every gym and every team does. But when you put down something on paper, an 8 count track, and you work it all season, for a coach, that is very rewarding to
Rewarding.
see that you got your athletes to do what they needed to do for their level and to take level grand champions. That's what the success is right there, right?
Yep. I agree.
And then for the athletes to see, wow, I worked hard. I, you know, tried really, really hard all season, and we had our ups and downs, and we win some, we lose some, we score high, we score low.
Yep.
And at the end of the season, we all came together to figure it out.
Yep. And it all paid off, so it was worth it.
Yeah, it was good. Jams is always a good event to go to. I love Jams. Just the way they put it together, their staff, just everything about being there, especially at the Orleans Arena, because we go to nationals the same way. Pinnacle's a big one to kind of end on.
Yeah.
Feels great.
The arena's huge. There's like a lot of people and a lot of teams, so it's really fun.
Yeah. And you know what was good about this event for us personally here at the gym was that we had a lot of what do you say, support.
Yes, definitely.
We supported a lot of other gyms, and a lot of other gyms supported us.
Yep, they were in the crowd cheering us on, and they were also backstage cheering us on, standing on the side and stuff like that. So it was really cool to see.
Yeah, and it was just a good vibe the entire 2 days.
For sure.
Where we have these NA communities cheer gyms come together and really appreciate when we get there, that we all can have friends, we can all talk,
Yep.
we can all coexist without having so much hate and so much negativity about winning and losing and who's the best and who's not. I feel like all the gyms that we are talking to or getting close with all have the same vision of, it's about the athletes, about the progression, and let's let those judges figure it out.
Yeah.
And we just give them our product and give them what we need in our routines and our athletes. And let's let those judges that are there do their job and take whatever they give us, and that's what it is.
Yeah,
With
definitely.
no ill will or hate or negativity, and that's what we are trying to do with the Dynamic Duo. Our social media and this podcast is to promote that, where we can coexist with other tier gyms and make it a very good event
Yes.
and make it positive and a great. You work so hard and you get there and you got negative teams and negative people and stuff.
It's like, what do you don't even want to really show up. Practices might be fun, performing for your parents might be fun, but then once you're in that negative environment, you don't really want to go to the comps.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're trying to, help out with that to make sure that we're all doing our part to get those other gyms to kind of, have a lot of fun at the event. That's what we pay for as adults. That's what you pay for with your blood, sweat, and tears, and you gotta make it pay off. So, anyways, yeah, our other teams did pretty good. We showed up, and it was a good way to end the season and a hard fought season, and I liked it. Vegas was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
always, yes, Vegas is always good to us. So, I think it's lucky.
Something about
Lucky
it.
Vegas. No, it's hard work. We just like the environment. So thank you, Jams. And we will probably hashtag you and promote you as
Tag
much
you.
as we can, because we love Jams. So
Definitely.
after Jams, before that we had tryouts, and then we had to come back after that to see our teams.
Yes.
First set of practices, kind of get it together for a couple weeks and see what we got, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
It's been going really well. I mean, there was conditioning during the summer training, which is probably the least fun part about a season because it's hot. You have to condition a lot, things like that. And you're back to the basics. So, you're restarting. It's all the boring stuff. So everything, all the athletes are like, oh my God, it's so boring. I want to move on to all the fun stuff, learn my routine. But it's worth it. And it's really fun. I mean, it's not fun. I just contradicted myself.
It's fun, but it's not.
Right.
Because you know that you're doing it for a reason and it's going to pay off. But yes, of course, in the moment, that is summers are hard, and summers is to break back down your tumbling, to
Yeah.
break back down your basics, to make sure, okay, I'm on this new level. What is it going to take for me to kind of succeed in this level? Or I'm in the same level. How am I going to get better in that level?
Yeah.
What did I do, that I want to correct? And that's what summer's for.
Yeah.
And it's for us coaches to evaluate and see what we can do so we can start putting it on paper and getting our routines down and seeing what, creativity wise we want, the athletes we have,
Yeah.
because everybody wants to have this awesome routine at the beginning.
Yes.
You can't always do that because you've got to train your athletes first. And if
Definitely.
they don't know or they're, behind a little bit, to me, it's okay because that's what I'm for.
Yeah.
I'm there to coach them, and that's what summer's for. And now summer practices went, I think, pretty good. We had a lot of success in our tumbling classes for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a lot
Definitely.
of new skill this summer,
Yeah.
and a lot of like not just level 1 skill. We got some of that, but we had like level 2, level
Level
3
3, level
skills,
4.
level 4 skills.
Yeah.
We have a couple kids that are twisting and throwing halves and fulls.
Yep. They're
And
doing really
that's
good.
really exciting
Yeah.
because never done that before.
No, it's a new season and new skills. Like we've never really, I mean, we've kind of worked it, but not really. And so it's new skills for all of us in the gym. So as like a coach, he's learning, and then as an athlete, we're learning. So it's really cool all around.
Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, summer is going well, was going great. We're into our first practices as
Yes.
team and mandatory practices where it's like go time and let's get ready. Yeah, season
Yes.
starts now, so that's good. Let's talk about the summer though. I know you went through some things this summer.
Yes.
Isinator 3000 graduated. I'm gonna call you that because they messed up your name anyways at your graduation. So we're just gonna say Isinator 3000 graduated high school. So yay!
Yeah.
We're so
Ew.
proud of you, and it was yeah, that's really something good to do in your life is to graduate high school and accomplish that goal that you set out when you were a kindergartner. You did it. Good job.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So talk about that.
Graduation was interesting. I do online school, so it wasn't like a regular graduation. I mean, we got to go in person. I had to travel a little bit to get there. But then once we were there, it was kind of weird. We went in. There was a lot of security outside, and the parents were not able to go like where the kids were going. And we went inside, and then we all just sat down. They had us write our name on a piece of paper, and then as the parents started coming in and we started walking to the stage, there was no particular order. We just went on the stage. You gave them the card, and then they tried to read your name. The man did not say my name at all, so I don't even know what happened with that. But yeah, and then you take your diploma, which I actually don't have my diploma
Still
still, which is great, but it was an empty little plaque thing. And you take a picture and you sit down and then you leave. It was really weird, but
short and fast.
yeah, short and fast.
Yeah.
And a little bit of a mess, but it was better than no graduation, so I can't even complain, you know?
There you go. You had a cap and gown.
Yep.
You received your certificate of hard work.
Sort
Yes,
of,
and
yeah.
knowledge and all that knowledge of all the years.
Yeah.
That's very good. Very good accomplishment. We're really proud of you.
Thank you.
And that's a good thing. So,
Yeah.
and then what happened after that?
Um, the next day I went to Hawaii for a week. So that was really fun. Never been, so it was, first experience there was really cool. It was warm, very warm like the whole time. It was kind of weird because there was cats and chickens everywhere, like house cats. But it was definitely a sight to see everywhere you went. It was so beautiful, and there was like there's just so many colors everywhere. It's just a happy place to be, and all the people there are so nice and just so smiley. So it's like good positive vibes everywhere. So it's really cool.
Good. Good.
Yep.
You enjoyed yourself the whole time?
Yeah. It
And
was cool.
then, no, you got to talk about what happened
Before?
before that. Yeah,
Okay.
and before graduation. Let's go back a few weeks
Yeah.
before, right after Pinnacle. What happened
So
to Isinator 3000?
right after Pinnacle, the day after, I came back to the gym and got a few more reps in the tumbling and stunting. Then the day after that, I had surgery on my ankle. Um, I've postponed this surgery for a long time, like the middle of last season, because I didn't want to not finish out last year. So I decided to have my surgery after the season ended, but as soon as I could, so I could start this season as fast as I can, according to the doctors. So that was my first surgery ever. So that was very different. But it was a good first surgery. I mean, nothing bad happened. Everybody there was funny. I was telling jokes, you know. It was a good time. I would 100% do it again. But and I didn't have pain. So that's also a good part is I haven't had pain. Maybe like the third day I had pain, but only for one day and cuz the medicine was wearing off, but other than that I haven't had any pain and I started physical therapy. Got my boot off a couple days before graduation, which was nice for Hawaii so I could go swimming
Yes.
because I wasn't able to swim before. And now I can use the shower without a shower chair, which is great
Yeah.
because I like my independence.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's been very interesting, very weird. Uh,
And your pain was from not the actual problem, but from the surgery itself, opening you up, putting you back together.
right.
Okay, so that's good. So we're on the right track of healing, getting back into cheer and the team because you are coming back next season
Yes,
or
super
this season.
senioring.
Super senioring this season. Coming back this season. Gonna do one more season with us.
Yes.
And we got some road to recovery, so we're on the track for that.
Yeah.
PT and here at the gym, we haven't been doing anything upper
No.
body, nothing down waist level down because we need that to heal.
Yes.
And the team has been really accepting that. Both teams have because
Yeah,
you're amazing anyways, amazing teammate, and I think they have your back on this, and so
for sure.
it's been nice to just they know that you're sitting there,
Hmm.
watching and learning, but they know that when you get back, you're isn't it or 3,000, and you're gonna be okay, and we're gonna be even better just because you're involved with the team. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I'm sure they are. So that's a
Yeah.
good thing.
That was something that I was like a little bit skeptical about. I kind of talked to my coach about it. I was like, I don't really know if I should super senior, but I want to because I didn't know, like, I don't want to hold my teammates back. But like he said, everybody's been so supportive about it. And so that definitely helped me make my decision. So I am super senioring. I'm just taking time off, but getting back into it soon. So
Yeah.
that's good.
And it's not like time off, like sitting around. You're taking
Oh,
time
yeah.
off of your lower body.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. But mentally and upper body physically and stuff like that, you're here every single practice.
Yes.
And that's great because it was summer and it's hard to be here. It's hard to get a whole team here for the summer.
Yeah.
So that's the struggles of summer practicing. Thank God those are over.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's great. That's all good stuff this summer, right?
Yeah. I feel like
Um,
it's kind of, I mean, it's good and bad because I can watch everybody learn and then learn my grips, learn my counts and things like that. But then also watch them and learn what not to do so I can kind of figure it out, you know? So
that's
I
it.
feel like watching it is also helping me learn it before I do it, which might be a little bit better anyways. So, I
Yeah.
mean, it's working out.
Yeah, and that's how I coach, right?
Yeah.
I like the athletes to learn from someone else's mistakes. Not say, you suck and I'm better than you,
Yeah.
but say, oh, she messed up. Let me open my ears and my eyes to see how she's not going to do that again. So that when I get up there, I don't have to do that. And then we have to stop practice and teach me how to do it because I wasn't paying attention. So it's
Right.
always good to watch and learn off of somebody else's mistakes. And I'm sure that the person making the mistake isn't going to hate you for learning from their mistakes
Oh, no, not
because
at
they're
all.
going to learn from yours.
Yeah,
And it's just a back and forth thing. And if you accept that in your practices, it goes a long way. So
I agree.
yeah, that's a good thing. You're watching, and so when you get on the mat, you're like, I remember she said this, and
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's good. That's good. Yeah. The summer I didn't. I took off. We had a few weeks of practice in the month of June. We closed the gym for a long time, probably 12
Yeah.
days. Yeah, I
Like,
think it was about 12 days. And usually when we close the gym, I come in for classes
yeah,
over
in
the holiday or
privates.
something, or private lessons, or I come to clean the gym or fix the gym. I completely shut this gym down and I did not come over here. I think I came over here for a tool one day in and out for like a minute and a half. And I was in and out and I looked around and I go, I could better leave before I call somebody and ask if they want a private lesson. And so I went and I took it off because it's our fourth season going in here at the Prescott Valley location, and it's our sixth season going in over there at their location, I believe.
I think it's 7.
I think it's seven. Seven.
I think it's
Yeah,
7.
season 7 down there. And so that's with me for the 3 years, we get like holidays off and stuff, but like I said, I'm here. This time I had to mentally and physically just shut myself down. And
Yeah.
so I had a lot of projects I was gonna do. Like I was gonna do my kitchen flooring. That was I bought that flooring I think it was 9 months, and it's been sitting. Nah, maybe 10 months, and it was sitting in my garage. I moved it into my living room, and it sat there for 5 months.
Nice.
So I never did it, and I'm like, I got these projects I want to do, and I did absolutely none of them.
It's okay though.
Zero projects because I really took it off, and I mentally, physically, I wasn't on social media as much, and it really felt good to do that. I really needed that, and so that was my like July. I've kind of been off social media if you know, and I haven't really commented or liked people's things or posted a lot
Yeah.
just because it was the summer, and I need everybody needs that little mental break when you can get it. So I took it, and now we're back, and I feel better than ever,
Good.
and ready for the season. Since we've been back after that, we've
Yeah.
really picked up the pace on skills and coaching and stuff like that. So it's been amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I
The only
agree.
thing we're slacking on is this podcast, but we're right back at it. Yeah, it's been
Yeah, we're
to
getting
get
back to it.
yeah, and I have a personal life too, so summer's a little bit different for me because kids are off school
Yeah.
and I have work, so I spend a lot of time at work during the summer because I don't have to worry about my kids, like taking them to school, picking them up. I can spend a full day of just focusing on work. And so I do a lot of that.
Makes
And
sense.
so yeah, now that we are back, the kids are back in school as of last week, and some went back this week. So we are all back in school, and we are already on a regular schedule, ready to get back into it. And I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, and I got to get promoted. We'll say promoted because that sounds really awesome, and I feel good about that. But no, I'm back to coaching level 2 hot shots,
Yeah.
and that's the level 18 18 level 2 team,
Mhm.
and I get to coach Isinator 3000 this
Yeah.
season. She's on my team.
I'm excited. I've never been coached by him before. We just work together. We're
That's it.
just buddies.
Yeah, we're
But
just
now he's
buddies.
my coach.
Yep.
So that's really cool.
I've never head coached you. I've
No.
been around helping out coaching.
Yeah. And he gives me tips here and there, but like he's never been my head coach, you know? So that's really cool.
So I'm back to coaching level 2. I coached it the first year. I took on a level 1, level 2 team, and it's not that it didn't work out. Coach Christina just wanted to come up here and say, okay, this is how Sierra Vista Elite does it. She took her time and moved over here half the week, and it's been going great. And she's ready to just hand it off because she feels like I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready. And I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
And my daughter is on the team. She's a senior, and I have a lot of the original athletes from the park when we started season 1 that are graduating this season, and I'm really excited to end the season with them because they're on my team as well.
Yeah.
And I've known them since day 1 of Sierra Vista Elite Prescott.
Yeah. We've
So
got a
there's
lot of seniors
yeah.
this year.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of seniors, and it's a big it's a big thing this season, and it's not just about those athletes, of course, but it makes me feel good that I get to head coach that and see what I got and see what they end the season with. And
Right.
the vibe has been great. They've been accepting me and ready to learn, and that's not always the case for older athletes, most of the time. They're
Right.
older, they're older and they're on their way out and they're like don't like change sometimes, but
But
I've
it's
been
been going
around
well.
anyways. It's not like I haven't been at practice. I'm always here. So, yeah, it's going to
Yeah.
go great. I'm excited about the next season for us here at Sierra Vista Elite.
Me too.
Yes. So, and then another great thing, we only had 2 seniors, you and Brooklyn Pasilich,
Yes.
graduate from Sierra Vista Elite Prescott this season. And we had Brooklyn go try out for GCU. So that's Grand Canyon University here in Arizona. It's a D1 school.
Yep.
And she went and tried out for the cheer team, and she got signed on.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. And she, she took some time right after the end of the season to kind of work her standing tuck and stuff like that. And the things that she knew she was going to try out with, she put some time and work in, and she went and did that. And she got accepted on the team and got a scholarship for GCU.
Yeah. That's
that
really
was
good for
amazing.
her.
Yes, good for her. She invited me to her signing ceremony at the school. Caught me off guard because they wanted the coach to talk in front of everybody, and I'm like, oh, okay. I had like 2 minutes to prepare, but I'm always good at speeches. I love to do speeches. And
He's a talker.
yes, I'm very yes, as you can tell. But no, so I said some good things about her, and she's been down there. She went all summer. She started school already, and they're practicing.
Yeah.
And we just want to send a huge shout out to her for hard work. She really worked hard her whole life. She had really
Yeah.
good grades. Her GPA was really high
Yeah.
all throughout high school. She's into the community all the time. She's stuck with cheer, even though it's hard to do everything at once.
For sure. Yeah, I've cheered with her for like 12 years. This is our first year we haven't cheered together, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, I guess when she switched programs, I didn't
Oh
cheer
yeah,
with
yeah.
her for a year. But majority of my cheer career we spent together, so it's kind of weird, but it's good to see. So that's good for her.
Yeah, she's cheering still,
Yeah.
going into college. So, and that was a good thing for not only her but us to see, oh, we can, help out students, athletes that want to go to college. That is always a big deal for us that we want to do that.
Right.
And we want you guys to succeed at an all-star gym or a world's team or a cheer team in college or whatever it is. If you want to keep on with your career, that's what we want for you as well.
Yes.
Not everybody, cheer's not for everybody their whole life, but for some it is, and we're excited to see her. I'm excited to go watch her.
Oh, me too.
We're gonna go down and catch a game or catch a
showcase of some sort,
something.
maybe.
Yes. Yes.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Shout out to GCU. We are a big fan now.
Yep.
We are going to be following you because one of our athletes is part of you, and that's really cool for us. So yeah, exciting. And we had two other seniors down in Sierra Vista Elite One, Shayna Winters and Destiny Dyson.
Yep.
They both graduated last year also, so they had two seniors. We had two seniors. And Destiny Dyson got accepted to Hastings College in Nebraska for cheerleading, so she's going to be doing that as well.
Yes.
So shout out to Hastings College. We're going to follow you guys as well, right?
Yeah.
And see how Destiny does throughout her cheer journey in college, because she worked hard also down there.
Yeah.
And she did what it took to try out and get on the cheer team.
Yeah, and she was just throwing her full. One of the other coaches just posted it, so she just got her full, which is good.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Raul. He helped her in those couple weeks before to get her full and make sure it was consistent and doing what she had to do to try out and feel confident going into college.
Yes.
So that's not something not something that she was doing during the season, and neither Brooklyn. There's
Right.
things that she was doing that she wasn't doing during the season, things that she was.
Mhm.
So that's really good.
Yeah.
It's like it's really good to see those kids grow up. Holy cow, they're growing up. And now they're out in this world and they're
Doing
going to
good things.
college, cheer and school again.
Yeah.
I think cheer in college is more demanding though. It's not 2 hours; it's like 8 hours a day. So good
don't
for
know.
you. Yes, get better,
Yes.
come back, and maybe you can teach us a thing or two.
Yeah, teach me my full.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So no, that's really good. So good
Yeah.
news all the way around for Sierra Vista Elite.
Yeah.
And our seniors going out, and that's what we're looking for this season. For our seniors that want to try to go to college, get some combines in, get some recommendations, talk to some colleges, some coaches, and see what we can get our athletes to go to. And if they don't want to, set them up for success with jobs and success in life.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what they're doing yet. I know my athlete daughter does not know what she wants to do yet. So we have a few months to figure it out before I push her out the door like a little pigeon and she has to fly.
Kick her to the curb.
Actually, I will not do that. She will be at my house forever. But anyways, so no, that's good news. So we're on the right track.
Yeah.
We have season 2 of our podcast coming up. We have content that we've been promising and all that stuff, but we are getting onto it. We have a lot of technical difficulties. We have a lot of timing difficulties.
Yes.
It's a little different to a full-time job, run the gym. You were doing school. Now you don't have school. Our schedule here at the gym isn't so demanding this season. We have 4 days and we have 3 days off.
Yeah.
So I get to have some more time to edit and some more time to think and come up with things and ideas for the podcast and for our social media.
Yeah, definitely.
We're excited about that.
Yes.
Yes, we got some new equipment in, and we're getting started with those. We're doing private lessons. I know Coach Izzy has not been involved in the private lessons as much.
Nope.
But she's here.
Yep.
When we have private lessons.
Can give corrections or just talk to the athletes, things like that.
Support.
Yeah.
Help them out. Help me out.
Yeah.
Because I only have 2 eyes, and sometimes she sees things that I'm not seeing as I'm spotting.
Right, because it's hard to really tell everything that's wrong when you're in it it's like when you're stunting. Like, you can't always tell what the problem is. You need somebody to watch it, figure out the problem. You can only feel for the issues, not really watch it as much. So
And that's
that's
what
good.
makes us the dynamic duo.
Heck yeah.
We're amazing at that. The students like it. The athletes. The athletes like it, when you're still here and supporting them and stuff. So it's great to see. And if you want a private lesson, we are available.
Yeah.
I have my Instagram, and we're gonna post it on the Dynamic Duo Instagram.
Yeah.
The link to the Planny app,
It is.
and it's plannyapp.com. But that's where my schedule's at. Our schedule's at, and if there's a date available and a time, and it shows up on the app, you click it. Tumbling, jumps, or flying.
Yeah.
And you click that, you get an hour with us, and we do really good.
Yeah.
And we try to post that.
For
This
sure.
summer we didn't post a lot of our progression of our private lessons and what we were doing this summer, but we have footage. We have like a library now to go back and do that. But
Definitely.
you're going to see these athletes. That's a good thing about us, is our social media shows the progression. It's not
Yeah.
just showing, oh my gosh,
Look
they're
at the skill.
amazing. At the
Yeah.
end of the skill, we don't just show that part, right? We don't show the celebrations and the all that. We show the hard work, what it took, and you have a story when you watch our Instagrams and our TikToks. If you follow it, you can see this athlete, and then you'll say, "Oh, I saw her a couple weeks ago. Wow, she's getting better.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, she's getting better." And then we show that skill, we showcase it, and say,
Yeah.
"Look at her now." But we do show the fails.
Yeah.
We
We
show
show
the
we show the fails, the drills, the workouts, when the skill's messy, when it's cleaned up. Like, every step of the process is shown.
the corrections,
Correct.
the acceptance of the correction, and the
Yeah.
application to the correction that the athlete does.
Yeah.
Because that's not always the case. Sometimes it's hard for them to hear it and then apply it.
Yeah.
But we've done a really good job at that this summer, and we have gotten some skills.
Yeah. A lot of them.
Yes. And, as you guys know, if you've listened to season 1, if not, I'm not a cheerleader. I would never was a
Yeah.
cheerleader. I would never was a gymnast. But we're getting skills in tumbling now. I've learned a lot from a lot of different people and a lot of different, coaches and stuff like that have helped me out throughout the way. And now I'm doing toss to hands.
Yeah. It's not what's nice about social media is you can reach out to anybody and you can find different people. This person might excel in tumbling, but then this person excels in basing or flying or whatever, and you can ask questions and receive answers and corrections and things like that. So that's been really helpful.
Yes. Yes. I've watched some Instagrams, of stunting,
Yeah.
and how they're gripping and how they toss and stuff like that. So I'm learning from some of those people. And then, tumbling, I'm always with Coach Lane,
Yeah.
talking with him, watching his stuff, and listening to podcasts, and just the internet's out there. And that's why we want to be out there. Because if you got questions and you want to learn from somebody, we want to teach also.
Yeah.
I remember at one point when I very first started, somebody reached out and gave me a path and gave me advice and taught me how to do it. And I'm just going to go ahead and pay it forward and
Yeah.
show that to somebody else. So I'm doing that with Coach Izzy. And if you would like any of that stuff, make sure you follow, like, share, tell your friends, tell your teammates, tell your coaches, right?
Yeah.
That we are here to help out. And if we are wrong, let me know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, that's how we learn too.
That's it. I can only learn from my mistakes if I make them and you tell me that they're mistakes.
Yeah.
Because I'm
But
always
also,
right.
kind of explain too.
That's it.
Don't
Yeah.
just tell us we're wrong.
Yeah.
Help us learn.
Don't be mean, but say, hey, I do this, and okay, because that's how I learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but yeah, we're ready to go. We're geared up.
Yep.
We had some technical difficulties last week because we filmed a whole podcast last week.
Twice, actually. We filmed it twice.
In one day. The first one was messed up.
Yep. Second one, the audio didn't work.
Second, the audio didn't work. So unless
Here
you're a
we
lip
are.
reader, we didn't post it. And so now here we are. So we're posting it. We're a little bit late, but hey, I appreciate you if you're gonna listen to this and watch it and tell your friends and stuff. And if you were on season 1, we are on season 2 now, and we are taking away Cheer With Me. It's just gonna be Dynamic Duo from here on out. And we are going to have mini episodes called Cheer With Me, where we talk
Yes.
about, it might be me coaching my teams, and you're going to see how I coach and in the moment. It might be a tumbling class or a
Yeah.
private lesson or backstage or the process. All that stuff is going to be called Cheer with Me in mini episodes,
Yep. It's going to be like a little series.
little series.
And
And
more educational because you can hear our voices versus a lot of like the content we post is like showcasing the drills and things like that, but it has like music over it. But this way it's more step by step. And so you can really learn from it.
yes, we have been hesitant to post how to's kind of
Right.
personal reasons. We've been just hesitant to post that stuff. And now it's time to just post that stuff because we like the saying we can all have the same ingredients and we can all have the same exact recipe and all the same tools, but can we put out the same product?
Yep.
Right? Can you cook, let's see, a steak dinner with mashed potatoes and sides and bread and all that stuff the exact same way I can if I gave you everything?
Nope.
No, you cannot. So, even though we're going to post our recipe and our ingredients, we want to do that because there's people out there that want to learn and they need a tip or two, and that's how we are where we are. So
Yep.
we don't want to hold back on that anymore, and we want to put that out to the community. And I hope it helps you.
Me too.
Yeah. So season 2, episode 1, coming back stronger than ever. The season's going to be amazing for us personally here. We are
Yes.
going to reach out to other programs and their coaching staff, maybe their tumbling coaching staff, if they have a tumbling coaching staff or their head coach, and we are going to get some input on what they do to gear up for the season during the summer, what they've been up to, what their big plans are, and what they look forward to the most this season.
Yep.
And hopefully, you guys will enjoy that because we got to get out there. That's what we are here for, not just for ourselves. We are here for the NA cheer community, and I'm excited.
Me
I'm
too.
excited for that part to talk to other coaches because we get to see them at comp and say, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" and run in and out, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you guys look amazing. Hey, you did great. Not a lot of time to get to know them. I'm excited to get to know them from afar,
Right.
but at the same time, we get to go to the comps now, hopefully this season, and have this special bond
Yeah.
of NA cheer, moving forward, positivity, and making everybody great. I want those other teams to be as great as they possibly can
Yeah, me too.
because if I lose to them, I lost to the best.
Yep.
And if we end up scoring higher than them,
Then you
it-
scored higher than the best.
then we scored higher than the best, and that's an accomplishment, and that's
Right.
what the sport is about. But emotionally, it's about being together, and the best score wins.
Yeah, definitely.
So some positive, and it's a positive competition.
Yes.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
I want you to do the best. I hope you hit 0, and I hope every flyer stays in the air and everybody lands their tumbling, and you do amazing.
Yep.
Because I want to go up against that and see where my coaching skills and where my athletes' skills and their hard work adds up. So we are excited for season 4, season 7 in Sierra Vista Elite 1, and
Yes.
season 2 of this podcast, Dynamic Duo.
It's gonna be good.
It's going to be really good. And we're going to have our own coaching staff, and we're going to have some of our own athletes in here
Oh, for sure.
because I want to hear what they think about Coach Gabe and Isn't Hater 3000.
Maybe we
And
don't.
maybe
yes,
I
we
don't,
do.
but yeah. No, I just want to see how they like the program. You're going to know from their perspective what we've been talking about because it's easy for me to come up here and just say words, and you are going to believe me or you're not.
Right.
But let's have some evidence. It's going to be great. So thank you for joining this podcast. Make sure that you like, follow, share, follow us on all of our social media accounts, and
Yep.
look out for us all over the world because we're coming to you one way or another.
Yeah. We'll be traveling across the country tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, and we're gonna have some merch, so look out for that because I really want to have people that listen and
A
they're like,
merch drop.
"Hey,
Okay.
hey, oh, I listened to that podcast from Indiana. Can you send me a T-shirt?
Yeah.
Can you send me something that says Dynamic Duo?" Yes, we will. So, big things coming ahead. So look out for that.
Yeah.
Appreciate your
good.
time. Yes, and we will see you
Next time.